Right. Welcome to mates. Say Mangeya, the ego. Right. So this one is November 2019. ZIMSEC paper 2. ZIMSEC paper 2. So please note instructions. Instructions, they are very, very important actually. Right. So whenever or before even writing this paper, you have to take note of the instructions. Like this first one, like this one, this one. Decimal answers which are not exact should be given correct to three significant figures unless or otherwise stated. Then omission of essential working will result in loss of marks. So no shortcuts, no shortcuts, step by step. Take note. Then if there are degrees, then you should give your answer, this one, give your answer correct to one decimal place if the answer is in degrees. Take note of that also. Then going to the first question. The first question is like this. These are fractions, right? Use Bodmer's or Bomdas or PEMDAS, whatever you can use. So me, I can use Bodmer's here in this case. So Bodmer's, it means you have to remove the brackets first. So deal with this thing inside the bracket, right? So I can deal with it here. But first thing, you have to convert it to, these are mixed numbers, so convert them to be improper fractions. So it will be 1 times 4 times 1 plus 3, it's 7 over 4 plus 1 and 2/3, 3 times 1 plus 2, it will be 5 over 3, like this. Then it will be 7, you find the common denominator here, 4 and 3. Common denominator is 12. Then you say 4 into 12 is 3. 3 times the number that is up there, which is 7, plus 3 into 12 is 4 by 5, like this. Then it will be over 12. Maintain your denominator. Maintain your denominator. 3 by 7 is 21, plus 4 by 5 is 20. 21 plus 20, you get 41 over 12. Then, now you have simplified what is inside the brackets. You combine with 4. So you say 4 minus 41 over 12. Then after that, you find the common denominator here. You are subtracting. This one, 4 is over 1. 1 into 12, it's 12. 12 by 4 on top there, the numerator. 12 into 12, 1 times 41. Then it will be equals to 12 by 4 is 48 minus 41 over 12. 48 minus 41 is 7 over 12. So that will be your final answer. Done. Next question. It is given that y is equals 5.3 and z is equals 4.2, both given to one decimal place. Find the minimum possible value of yz. Give the answer correct to 2 decimal places. Correct to 2 decimal places. So this one, we write, we have y here. Y is 5.3. We have z here. It's 4.2. Right. So if these values were rounded off to the correct to 1 decimal place, it means like on y it's 5.3, the value that was here is the one that was rounded off to give us 3. So it's either we didn't add anything to 3 or we added 1 to 3. Maybe it was 2, we have to add 1, or we didn't add anything. Then, so what you do basically is you put a 5 under this number that was added. Then under this 3, put a 0, then comma here. So the commas must be in line with each other. So what you do, you add and subtract 0.05. That's how you can find the upper bound and the lower bound of this value, given that it was rounded off, right? Take note, on all upper bounds, lower bounds, that's what you do. So this one, if you can subtract 0.05 from 5.3, what do you get here? You get 5.25. That's the lower bound. Then the upper one, you add 0.05, you get 5.35. Then the same applies to z. Z, it means the number that was here. You put your 5 here, then 0, comma. So you add and subtract 0.05. Right? Then after that, subtracting 0.05, you get 4.15. Adding 0.05, you get 4.25. So that's the lower bound and upper bound. Then our we are being asked to find the minimum possible value of yz. So in this case, we take the smallest values of y and z, which is 5.2 and 5.25 and 4.15. Then you multiply them together, 5.25 times 4.15. In this case, paper 2, your calculator, please. So you say 5.25 5.25 times 4.15, correct to 2 decimal places, so it will be 21.79. 21.79. Done. Next question. Part C. A hotel has executive rooms and general rooms in the ratio 3:5 respectively. Total ratio, that's the first thing. Total ratio, before I can even go further with this one, is 5 plus 3, which is equals to 8. So that's the total ratio, which means from this, and a hotel has executive rooms and general rooms in the ratio 3:5. So executive rooms, which is executive rooms here, they're actually 3 over 8 of the total number of rooms in this case. Then the general rooms are 5 over 8 of the total number of rooms available. Right. Then next, a general room costs $19 per day. On a certain day, all the 2928 rooms were occupied. Occupied by both executive and general customers, and the takings from the rooms amounted to $66612. Find the number of general rooms in the hotel. So what do you do in this case? We have already explained here. To say general rooms, their number is actually 5 over 8 of the total number of rooms available, which is 5 over 8, if I can work here, 5 over 8 of total number of rooms available, and on a certain day, all the 2928 rooms were occupied. So 2928 are the total number of rooms available. So of these 2928, how many are general rooms? Then you can just use a calculator. 5, you can just multiply 5 times 2928. Please know how to use your calculator. Then you press your equal sign, then you say divide by 8. That's what you do. So it's 1830. 1830 rooms. Don't forget to put your units here. These are rooms, right? Don't just write 1830. 1830 what? Rooms. Then next, calculate the cost per day of an executive room. Cost of an executive room, right? How many executive rooms do we have? We still have to calculate them. We have found that general rooms, they are 1830. So let's calculate first. How many executive rooms do we have? So executive rooms is equals to total number of rooms 2928 minus general rooms, like this, 1830. Then you can subtract. It's 1098. So these are executive rooms, right? Then coming up here, a general room costs $19 per day. That's a general room. So total cost based on general rooms is 19 times the number of general rooms available. Then executive rooms, we are not given the cost here, but we are given the total amount or takings per day based on executive and general rooms. So what do you do? We say the cost of, it's like forming a simple equation. Cost of executive rooms plus cost of general rooms is equals to total cost or total takings available, which is 66612. Right, general room is 19 per day. So you form a simple equation. You say 1830 times 19 per day. These are 19 per day is what? Is general. So it's 19 per day. General are 1830. So it's plus executive 1098. Then we can say let the cost of executive rooms be x. Let the cost be x. So you put x here, so times the price per each room is equals to total takings altogether $66612 66612 like this. Then that's a simple equation. You solve 1830 times 19, you get 34770 plus 1098x is equals to 66612. Then collect like terms. 198x is equal to 66612 minus 34770. Then you subtract, you get 1098x is equals to 31842. Then you divide by 1098 both sides to get the cost. 1098, you get 29. So the cost is $29 per each executive room. Done. Then question number 2, these are matrices. Matrix A, we are given there. Then the determinant of matrix A is less than 7. Find the largest integer value of x. So determinant, you say leading diagonal minus other diagonal. Leading diagonal, in this case, we have 3 and x plus 2 and 3. These ones, leading diagonal. So you say 3 times x plus 2, then minus other diagonal is 14 and 3. So it's 14 by 3, like this. Then is determinant was being told that this. So using this way, you are finding determinant. So it's less than 7, which means you put less than 7 like this. Then you work out, it's a simple equation. Remove brackets here. 3x plus 6 minus 14 by 3. What is 14 by 3? Is 42. Is less than 7. Then it will be 3x is less than, you can say 7 minus 6 plus 42. 3x less than, right? Then 7 minus 6 plus 42. What do you get? You get 43. Then you divide by 3 both sides. What do you get here? You get x less than, divide by 3, 14.33333333. Right? So 14.33, which means the largest or greatest possible integer value of x here in this case is 14. Both is less than, both based on your number line. We have 14 here, 13, 14, then we have 15 here, then we have 14.33. 33 here. So this one is less than. So it means back here. So the largest possible number is actually 14 there, as you can see. Right. Then next part B, find a to the power minus 1. That one means the inverse of matrix A using the value of x in A above. So that one we are using 14. If you are using 14 here, we are being given the matrix A here is x plus 2. So it will be 14 plus 2, which is 16. So it's 16, 14, 3, 3. 16, 14, 3, 3. So we say 16, 14, 3, 3 like this one. So that will be matrix A. Then inverse of matrix A, first, you have to find determinant. Determinant of A, in this case, if it can be also written like this, if there are matrices, this one also means determinant of matrix A. So it will be leading diagonal, which is 6 and 3. So 6 by 3, 6 by 3, 16 by 3, it's 16, not 6, by 3 minus 14 by 3, like this. So 16 by 3 minus 14 by 3. What do you get? 16 by 3 is what? 48. Minus 14 by 3, what do you get? 42. So you get 6. So determinant is actually 6 in this case, right? Then inverse, A inverse is equals to, you say 1 over determinant, which is 6. Then you interchange the elements of the leading diagonal. 16 and 3, you exchange them. So which means 3 will be here and 16 will be here. You exchange them, then change the signs of the other diagonal or multiply the elements of the other diagonal by -1. Just changing the signs. We have 14 here, so it will be -14. We have 3 here, it will be -3 down here, then done. Next question, that's the inverse. Right, these are vectors. In the diagram, PQ is equals 3x, QW is equals to y, n is the point on PR such that Pn is equals to NR, you can see on the screen. Then express the following vectors in terms of x and y. So in terms of x and o, they can be x only or y only or both x and y on your answer. Please take note of that. Then QR here in this case, right, let's check. We're given here on this one, we're given that QW is equals to WR. QW is equals WR. So you can use that one to find QR. So you say that one, you can write it as QW over WR is equals to 1 over 5. It's easy. It's easy presenting it this way. It's still the same. Ratios just means over, like this. So what you want in this case what? Is QR. So QR, but we have QW, right? So we can check the relationship in this case between WR and QW. So we can say here, cross multiply. You can cross multiply 5QW is equals to WR. So like this. So in other words, we can say 5 times QW is equals WR. What is QW? We're given is y. So it means 5 times y is equals WR. So WR is 5y. Which means QR is now easy to find. QR is equals to, you say QW plus WR. Like this. QW, which is y, plus WR, which is 5y. So in total, it will be 6y. Then done. Then next question, next part, find PR. Item 2, PR from P to R. Vectors, they have direction, right? Take note. Take note. Against arrow is negative. So there is order and direction when it comes to vectors. So PR from P to R, the arrow is going this side. So it's PR is PQ plus QR. So you can write PR is equals to PQ plus QR. Right, what is our PQ here? It's 3x plus QR, the one that you found here on first part, which is 6y. So it will be 3x plus 6y. Done. Then next, Pn. Find Pn from P to N. Right, Pn, we have to use this one here. So it's Pn is equals to 2 times Nr. So we can find the relationship between Pn and Nr here. How? You can just write Pn, then divide by Nr here is equals to 2, like this. So if you can divide both sides by Nr, you'll be left with Pn over Nr is equals to 2. Then this one, 2, it will be 2 over 1. What it means in this case is Pn is 2 units and Nr is 1 unit. Pn is 2 units, Nr is 1 unit. So which means PR in total, the length of this line from this part is actually 3 units, right? Which means Pn is actually 2 over 3. Pn is 2 over 3 of the whole line, which is PR. Then the same applies to Nr. Nr is 1/3 of PR. That's what you have to know. Then in this case, what you want is Pn. So Pn, as I've illustrated here, Pn is 2/3 of PR. Pn is 2/3 of PR. So 2 over 3 of PR, which is equals to 2 over 3 of, what is our PR? It's here, is 3x plus 6y. Then multiply here. 2/3 times 3, we get 2x here, plus 2/3 times 6, 3 into 2, we get 4y. So 2x plus 4y, done. Next question, Qn. Find Qn, item 4. What is Qn? So Qn is here. This one, arrow is going from Q to N. So Qn, you can say Qp plus Pn. Qp plus Pn. So Qn is Qp plus Pn. Qp plus Pn. Right, you have to write like this. Then Qp is actually, right, check here. PQ is 3x. Then QP is now against arrow. So it will be minus 3x, right? Because it's against arrow. So it will be minus 3x. That's QP. Minus 3x here. Plus Pn. Pn, we found it. Where is Pn? Where is Pn? It's here. 2x plus 4y. Done. Then collect like terms, simplify, are already collected here. Minus 3x plus, this one is minus x plus 4y. So you can start with a positive here. 4y minus x. Done. Right, next question. Question number 3. Let me rotate this one. Right, 3a. This is circle geometry. Is circle geometry here. In the diagram, P, Q, R, and S are points on the circumference of a circle center O. POQ is the diameter of a circle. Arcs PS, they are equal. And QPS, angle at P, is 57 degrees given. Name the angle which is equal to SQR, right? So, before I can even answer this question, we can see this one, we have equal arcs here. We have to apply the concept that equal arcs, they subtend equal angles here. So it means this angle here and this angle, they are the same. They're actually equal. 1, 2. There's a diameter, there's a center. So angle subtended or formed by the diameter is the right angle, it's 90 degrees. Which means this angle here at PSQ is 90 degrees. Then from this you can find angle PQS and even SQR. So how can you find it? You can use angles in a triangle, PSQ. So you can say 180 minus 57 plus 90. That one is, you can find PQS. PQS. Then simplifying this one, 57 plus 90. 57 plus 90, what do you get? 147. Then from 180, you get 33. So this angle is 33, which means this also is 33 degrees, right? So reason we said angles in a triangle, then equal arcs subtend equal angles, which means 33 degrees. Then the other thing, or let me go to the questions. Name the angle which is similar to SQR. So it's SQP, right? Or PQS. You can say SQP. Done. Next, find PQS. PQS. I have already found it. So use this formula. Then you have to write your reasoned angles in a triangle, right? You say angles in a triangle. Then you find it is 33 degrees. I've already worked it out. Then next, so that's the working that you put here. Then QRS. Right, that one. Right, this one angle, this one, the quadrilateral PQRS, is actually a cyclic quadrilateral. A cyclic quadrilateral is a four-sided shape, all of whose sides touches the circumference of a circle. So in this case, all sides, they are touching the circumference. Then you have to apply concept or rules based on cyclic quadrilateral. Right, so opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral, they are supplementary, which means they add up to 180 degrees. So you can see 57 here, angle at P and angle at R, they are opposite angles. So QRS plus 57 is equals to 180 degrees. That's what you write. QRS plus 57, QRS plus 57 is 180 degrees. Then opposite angles of a cyclic quad. Opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. They add up to 180. So which means QRS The required angle is 180 minus 57. 180 minus 57, what do you get? 180 minus 57, 123. Then put degrees. Please don't forget to put degrees. Then find QSR. QSR, going up there, QSR. QSR. Right, since we say this angle is actually 123, we have found it. Then you can use triangle QSR to find angle QSR. So you say 123 plus 33 from 180. 123 plus 33, 123 plus 33 from 180, so it's 180 minus 123 plus 33. So reason is angles in a triangle. Angles in a triangle. Then you write 180 minus 123 minus plus 33, 156. Then from 180, 24. So this angle is actually 24 degrees. Done. Next, B. In the diagram, triangle PQS is right angled at Q. Then SRQ is a straight line. PQ, what's what? Calculate the length of PS, right? So we are given a right angle triangle. We want to find PS. PS is this one, right? Use the bigger triangle PQS. So you can find the length of PS using solving right angle triangles. Either you can use Pythagoras theorem or SOHCAHTOA. SOHCAHTOA like this. So this one, so it means sine of an angle theta is opposite over hypotenuse. Then it means cosine of an angle theta is adjacent over hypotenuse. Then TOA, that is tangent or tan of an angle theta is opposite over adjacent. You can use TOA, whichever way you like it, but SOHCAHTOA is the best. Then after that, you say calculate the length of PS. So PS is actually the hypotenuse side of PQS, right? And we have an angle 22.3, then 3.7 is opposite to 22.3. So you have opposite and you are being asked to find hypotenuse. So opposite and hypotenuse is actually sine. So you write sine angle, that is the 22.3, is opposite over hypotenuse. So sine 22.3 is equals, which one is the opposite? Is 3.7 over hypotenuse is PS, the one that you want to find. Then cross multiply here. You cross multiply or multiply by PS both sides. So you'll be left with PS is PS sine 22.3 is equals to 3.7. Then divide by sine 22.3. You'll be left with PS is equals to 3.7 over sine 22.3. Then find your calculator. You say 3.7 divided by sine 22.3 degrees. So make sure your calculator is in degrees, right? DEG mode. It's better to press the reset button. Press the reset button before starting your exams. So make sure your calculator is in degrees mode. So in this case, you get 9.23 significant figures is 9.75. And these are centimeters, right? Units, please. Next, SPR. This one, the angle at P, SPR. So we want to find this angle, the size of this angle. How can we calculate this angle? Right. You say SPR. What you can do, you can find this angle. Can it be found? Yes, you can find this angle. You can find it from this angle. So first find this angle QRP. Then from 180 find this angle here. Then after that use triangle SRP. That one looks like it's better that way. So how can you find this angle? I can call it theta here. That angle QRP. Angle QRP. We can use This one, right angle triangle QRP. So you have the opposite and the hypotenuse. So you can use sine. So you can say sine QRP is equals opposite, which is 3.7 over opposite over hypotenuse, which is 5.2. Then we can say QRP is equals to, you say it's arc sine of 3.7 over 5.2. So find your calculator. Arc sine of 3.7 divided by 5.2 is 45.36, which means to correct one decimal place is 45.4 degrees. 45.4 degrees. So which means this angle is 45.4 degrees. To find the other angle on the other side, these are adjacent angles. So you subtract from 180. So you say 180 minus 45.4, which is equals to its angle SRP is equals angle SRP. Then subtract from 180. What do you get? You get 134.6. 134.6. So this angle is 134.6. Then you can now find the required angle here. How can you find it? You just add, use angles in a triangle. So you say 180 minus 134.6 plus 22.3. Then you can get the required angle SPR. So you say 134.6 plus 22.3. Then from 180, what do you get? You get 23.1. So the angle is 23.1 degrees. Then you are done with this part. Next, so we are done with that question. Then question number 4. A sweet shop sells cylindrical sweets, each of diameter 3.8 centimeters and length 4.9 centimeters. Take pi to be 20 over 7. Calculate the volume of one sweet. These are cylinders. These are cylinders. So a cylinder is like this. And it has a height which can be said to be length here. And in this case is 4.9 centimeters. That's the height or the length. Then volume of any shape basically is cross-sectional area or base area times height. So the base of a cylinder is a circle. So to find the volume of a cylinder, you say area of a circle times height or times length. So area of a circle, which means base area, which is pi r squared times height or times length. That's the volume of a cylinder. Then you say volume here is equals to pi r squared, which is 22 over 7 times. Our radius, right, diameter is 3.8. So radius is diameter divided by 2. So you say 3.8 divided by 2. What do you get? 1.9. So it's 1.9 squared. Then times height, which is length, is 4.9 centimeters. Then you can punch in your calculator. It say 22. You can say 22 times 1.9 squared times 4.9. Then the answer that you get, you divide by 7. It's 55.5. To 3 significant figures, it's 55.6. And this one is volume, so it's in cubic centimeters. So 55.6 cubic centimeters done. Next, if the mass of 1 cubic centimeter of a sweet is 0.63 grams, calculate the mass of a sweet, giving the answer correct to the nearest gram. Right? We have found our volume to be, or in this case, just use proportion. 1 cubic is equals to 0.63 grams. Then what about 55.6 cubic centimeters? Obviously, it's more. So you say 55.6 over 1 times 0.63. Then you multiply. So 55.6 times 0.63. What do you get? 35 grams. Correct to the nearest gram. So it's 35 grams. Put units, please. Next, part B. The diagram shows an arrow for a signpost cut from a rectangular sheet of metal measuring 30 by 20 centimeters. Calculate the area of the arrow. Area of the arrow, right, you break down your shape here. We have two shapes which form up an arrow. So I can break here. Then I can write shape A and shape B. Shape A is a rectangle. Shape B is a triangle. So shape A, what is the width now? Right, this one is 7, this one is 7. So 7 plus 7 is 14. 14 from 20 is 6. So this one is 6 centimeters. That's the width of this rectangle. Then on your triangle, the height, what is your height here? Height from this point to this point, which is 15, is the same as that one, right? So it's 15 centimeters. So just say area of a rectangle plus area of a triangle, which is 15 by 6 plus area of a triangle is half base times height. Base is 27 plus 6 plus 7 is 20 times height, which is 15, like this. Then you simplify 15 by 6. What is 15 times 6? 90 plus, then here is 150. Then 90 plus 150, what do you get? It's 240. So it's 240 square centimeters. That's the area. Done. Next, item 2, perimeter of the arrow. Perimeter is the distance then of this arrow going around this arrow. What's the distance? All right, let me remove these fun things here. Let me write my 6 here. So it's 6 centimeters here. So we want 6 plus 15 plus 7 here, plus this distance from this part to this part. We can call it x, and the same as this one, x. So how can you find this one? This x, right? This one, since it's a rectangle, there's a right angle here, there's a 90-degree angle. Then we can use Pythagoras to find the hypotenuse. You say x squared is equals to 15 squared plus 10 squared. Then it will be x squared is equals to 15 squared. 15 times 15, 225. 225 plus 100, that's 10 squared. Then to be x squared is equals to 325. Then x is equals to get x, you put square roots. So it will be square root of 325, which means we have this side x is square root of 325 here. Just leave it like that. Just leave it like that. Then square root of 325 here, as they are the same. What is 10, 15, 10, 15? Right, so you add, so it will be 6 here, plus 15 plus 7. Let me write it down here. 6 plus 15 plus 7 plus square root of 325 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 plus 7, then plus another 15 here, plus 7 plus 15, plus 7 plus 15. Right, simplifying this one, 6 plus 15 plus 7 plus 7 plus 15, you get 50. Then square root of 325 plus square root of 325, it will be 2 root 325. Then to three significant figures, you add 2 root 325, you get 86.1. So it's 86.1. And these are centimeters because it's perimeter. Done. Oh, such a big space. Right, then question number 5. Answer the whole of this question on a blank space below. Use ruler and canvas. This one is locus. So just do a sketch, right? Just a rough sketch. Construct trapezium ABCD. Right, AB is very important to read the statements. ABCD is a trapezium in which AB is 6.5, AD 5.2, ABC, angle at B is 120. Make sure the angles or the point which contains the angle must be down there so that it will be easy to construct the angles. Because they have to start by constructing the angle first. Then AD, yeah, AD is perpendicular to AB. which means there's a 90-degree angle there. Perpendicular, there's a 90-degree angle. Then DC is parallel to AB. DC is parallel to AB. So I can do my rough sketch here. Let me just do my rough sketch. I can do it like this. Then I can put my B here. Then angle at B is 120 degrees. Then up on this one, AD is perpendicular to AB. So it means I can put my A here. Then my D here, both supposed to be perpendicular to AD and AB. So this one is supposed to be D. There must be a 90-degree angle here. That's what it means. Since it's a trapezium, then the opposite angles, in this case, there are two opposite angles of a trapezium, and these angles, they're actually parallel. So let me write it like this. So it means this line DC is parallel to AB. It's written here like this, which means there's another 90-degree angle here, right? So please take note. So there will be our C here. Let me just do my sketching. So that one is a small rough sketch, right? So what you do is your baseline first. Then after your baseline, you put your B somewhere here. After your B, construct 60 degrees outside, so that you need 180. So you come with the compass here, you open up to this point, then you mark inside here, then you come at this point here, then you join like this. This one is too obvious. Let be like this. Then you find your ruler, you draw a straight line. So this angle will be 60 degrees and this angle is 120 degrees. Done. So that's the first part. So the arcs, they will be marked. Please take note. Then you want B, A, B. AB is what? What is the size of AB here? AB is 6.5 centimeters. Then AD is 5.2 centimeters. So you measure 6.5 on your ruler. Then you come, you mark on your diagram here using your compass. Then that's where there's A. Then at point A, you have to construct a 90-degree angle. You come at point A, you mark your line with the compass open and appropriate radius. Then you mark this side, you mark this side. Then you bisect this line that you've marked. You mark up here, you mark down here. Then you come at this point, then you join the points. You join the points. Then you find your straight edge here. Like this. Then after that, you measure AD is what? AD is 5.2 centimeters on your with your compass on your ruler. Measure 5.2 centimeters. Then you come, you mark somewhere here. You put an arc here. That's where there's D, for example. Then after that, want to find where C, where there's C. So you come at point D here. At point D, now you have to construct an angle of 90 degrees at D, so that you can find a parallel angle, a parallel line, right? So you come at D, then you mark your line here at D, then you mark up here, you mark down here, then you come at this point, then you join, then you find your ruler, then long line. Where these lines are meeting, that's where there is C. Then that's a quadrilateral. How many marks? These are 6 marks. These are 3 marks. Then next, construct item number 2. This one, construct the bisector of ABC. You have to bisect angle ABC. How to bisect angle ABC? You come at point B here. After you are at point B here, then you mark your arc here. You mark the lines which makes up the angle that you want to bisect. Then you mark inside. You come at this point, you mark inside. Then you come at this point here. Then you join like this. Then you find your ruler like this. So that's the answer. You are done. You just bisect angle ABC. Then next, describe the locus of points that the bisector of ABC represents. Bisector of ABC, right? This one is ABC. We have bisected an angle at common point B. So these are locus of points that are between or equidistant from AB and BC. Locus of points equidistant from AB and BC. That's what you have to write here. Locus of points equidistant from AB and BC. 3 marks. Then measure and write down the length of BC. Each man for himself. That one is now for you to do. Yes, each man for himself. Then next, question number, it's now section B. Let me rotate counterclockwise. Section B, answer any 4 questions. Right. I'll try to do as many questions as possible, if not all questions actually. So solve the equation 3k. These are equations involving powers or indices. So you write 3 to the power k is equals to, first you simplify the numerator there, you raise or express in powers of 3. 81 is 3 to the power 4. Then times 2, that was already there. Then 3 to the power 5, then 3 to the power 11. Then you write 3 to the power k is equals to, write 3 to the power 4 times 2 is 3 to the power 8. You simplify that part, times 3 to the power 5 over 3 to the power 11. Then further, you write 3 to the power k. So just leave 3 to the power k like that. Yeah? First simplify the right side, then simplifying the numerator on the right side, you maintain the base and add the powers. That's law number 1 of indices. Whenever multiplying indices of the same base, maintain the base and add the powers. So it will be 3 to the power 8 plus 5, which is 13. Let me just write 13 here. You say 8 plus 5, which is 13 here, over 3 to the power 11. Then you write 3 to the power x is equals to, right, you are dividing, that's law number 2. You maintain the base and subtract the powers. So it will be 3 to the power 13 minus 11 is 2. Same base, it means the powers are equal. So x is equals to 2. K is equals to 2, sorry. This one was k, not x. How come I'm now writing x now? So that one is k. K is equals to 2. Then done. 3 marks, eh? Next, factorize completely. 6y squared minus 10y. So this one, you take this and this. So 6y squared. In fact, let's just multiply right away. Let me just write the answer here. You say 6y squared times plus 4 is plus 24y squared like this. Or easy way. Let me just do it right away. Just find the common factor there. You can see there's a common factor. So in all cases, first check for the common factor. In this case, it's 2. So you factor out 2 here. Then you'll be left with 3y squared minus 5y plus 2. Yes, done. Then you maintain here 2. Then you factorize this inside the number here. So you say 3y squared times plus 2 is plus 6y squared. Then you find 2 numbers, which when you multiply, they give you 6. And when you add or subtract, they give you minus 5. If the product, for example, plus 6 is positive, it means either both of these numbers, they are positive or they are negative. Then now, the sum, which is minus 5y, is negative, which means all the numbers are negative. So which are the numbers? It's minus 2, minus 3. Yes. So you maintain your 2 here. So you factorize here. Minus 3y minus 2y plus 2. I'm sure you know how to factorize. You just replace minus 5y with the factors, which is minus 3y minus 2y. So maintain a 2 here. You take 2 here. So here it will be 3y. You factor out 3y, then you'll be left with y minus 1. Then on this one, factor out 1, y minus 1. Like this. Further on this side, you maintain your 2. So you take y minus 1 there. Then 3y minus 1. So it will be 2y minus 1, 3y minus 1. If fully factorized in this case. Done. Then next question. Ax plus b plus a plus bx, right? This one you collect terms, ax and bx. So you say ax plus bx is another type of factorization where there are 4 terms. So you take this one and this one, this one and this one. You factor out here x, it will be a plus b. You factor out 1 here, there's no factor, it will be b plus a. right? A plus B is the same as B plus A. So you write A plus B is still the same when you are adding, then x plus 1. But when subtracting, it's different. 2 minus 1 is 1, but 1 minus 2 is not 1, it's minus 1. So addition and addition is actually the same, but when subtraction is different. Right, let me rotate this one. Yeah, this one looks like it can't be seen, but right, so this first part is 6. So 6 over 2x minus x squared, then minus 3 over x, like this. So that's this one that you can't see here. It's like this. So you are solving algebraic fractions. What do you do? First, common denominator. Common denominator is x here, then 2x minus x squared. Then 2x minus x squared into this one. What do you get? It will cancel 2x minus x squared, then you'll be left with x, then x will multiply the 6 on the numerator, then minus x into this one, you'll be left with 2x minus x squared, it will multiply 3, the numerator there, then here you maintain your denominator x squared here, then 6 times x is 6x, then remove the bracket, minus 6x plus 3x squared, then 6x minus 6x, 0. Then you simplify here, you say 3x squared over x, 2x minus x squared. Close your bracket. Then you have to cancel out. Simplify. X here, 1x and 1x here will cancel out. So you'll be left with 3x on top over 2x minus x squared. Then the denominator, you still have to factorize it, right? So it will be 3x over, you factorize x here, 2 minus x inside the brackets. Then after that, x and x will cancel out. X and x, this x and this x will cancel out. We'll be left with 3 over 2 minus x. Then done, deal. Question part D, it is given that p varies directly as t to the power minus 3. That one is actually inverse variation, right? So it's p t to the power minus 3 like this one. And p is equals to 4 when this one is it t or l? Let me put t here. T is equals to 2. So this one is inverse variation. It's the same as p varies as 1 over t cubed. Applying law number 4 of indices, any number raised to a negative power is the same as 1 over the same number when raised to a positive power. So that's it. It's law number 4 of indices, 4 or 3. Right, then, so find a formula connecting p and t. The sign of proportionality is this one. So next stage, second stage, introduce an equal sign and a constant. I can put k in this case over t cubed. Then we have values that are given at random. This one, p is equals to 4 when t is equals to 2. Those values will always be there in variation. They help you to find the value of the constant, right? So where there's p, you put 4. K, where there's t, you put 2 cubed. So it will be 4 is equals to k over 2 cubed is 8. 2 times 2 times 2. Then it will be cross multiplying, or we multiply by 8 both sides. 4 by 8 is equals to k. So you get your k is equals to 32. Then you replace here on this equation where there's an equal sign. It will be p is equals to, where there's k, you put 32 over t cubed. Then you are done. So it's t cubed, right? It's not t3. Then find the value of t when p is equals to half. You just use this formula. P is equals to half. So if p is equals to half, let me just put half right away here. P is equals, so where there's p, you put half. Then you want to find t. So it will be 32 over t cubed. You cross multiply, it will be t cubed is equals to 32 by 2. It will be t cubed is equals to 64. Then simplify. T is equals to remove the cube, you put cube root. You put cube root both sides. Cube root of 64 is 4. So your answer will be 4. Done. Right, next question. Question number 7. During a sale, all prices were reduced by 15%. Calculate the original price of a jacket that was bought for $55. So, all percentages, please take note. You work from the original price, right? So you say original price, cannot old price, original, minus, in this case, the reduction. If it's an increase, you say plus. Minus percentage, in this case, is 15% of original is equals to new price, which is 55 here in this case. So it's old plus 15% or plus percentage of old or minus percentage of old is equals to new. So in this case, the original, we don't have it. So we can let it be x. So you say x minus 15%, which is 15 over 100 of x is equals to 55. Then using this equation, you can find your x. Multiply everything by 100. It will be 100x minus 15x is equals to 5500. Then here it will be 100 minus 15 is 85x is equals to 5500. Like this. Then you divide by 85 by 85. Then 5500 divide by 85 to 3 significant figures. It will be 647.7. And this one, these are dollars, so you can put cents here. So it will be, these are cents, these are dollars and cents. So it's 64.47. This one you can put 0. Then next, an extract for MS Nito's bank statement for the month of May is shown. Calculate the value of x. X is here. What is x? We are debiting here. It's bank charges 1% on current account balance. So bank charges 1%, you just calculate 1%, which is 1 over 100 times the balance, which is 412. This one you get $4.12. Done. That's the bank charges. Then next, y. To find y, you just say 412 minus bank charges, 412, which is the balance, minus 4.12. 412 minus 4.12. 412 minus 4.12. You get 407.88.00 to 3 significant figures. To 3 significant figures, you say 0.00. Take note of that. Then Z withdrawal. The balance we're being told is 292.88. So we say y minus z is equals to 292. So in this case, to get z, you just say y minus 292.88. Y minus 292.88. So which means 407 minus 292.88 like this. That's why. So minus 292.88. 407 minus 292.88 is 114 to 3 significant figures. So it's $114. Then done. Next, Omega decides to invest a pension of $600. Option A, she can invest it at a bank that offers 4% per year simple interest. Option B, she can invest it at a money market fund that offers 4% per year compound interest. Calculate Omega's interest under option A at the end of 3 years. Option A is simple interest. So Omega's interest, you just say interest is equal to principal. Is principal times rate times time over 100 if you are using simple interest. So it will be equals to, what is our principal? Is the amount that he invested, amount invested or amount borrowed. In this case, it's 600 times the interest rate is 4% times time is 3 years over 100. What do you get here? Then the 100, the zeros will cancel out. Then you'll be left with 6 by 4 by 3. 6 times 4 times 3, you get 72. So 72, that's the interest. That's omega's interest. Done. So it's 72 here. Next question. Calculate omega's interest under option B at the end of 3 years. Compound interest, use the formula. Amount is equals to principal, then 1 plus interest rate over 100 to the power t, where t is the time and r is the interest rate. P is the principal, that is the amount invested here, in this case, or amount borrowed. Then A is the accumulated amount at the end of a certain period. Right, so first let's calculate the amount, then find the interest. You say amount minus principal. Both to get the total amount, you say principal plus interest. So to get the interest, you say amount minus principal is equals to interest. So if you can find the amount, then you subtract the principal, you get your interest. Done. Then principal is 600 in this case. 1 plus interest rate, it was 4%. Over 100 time is still 3 years. Then simplify. Right, the first brackets first, right? Simplify what is inside the brackets. So this one, it will be 600. Then this one will be 1.4 over 100 is 0.04. 0.04, then plus 1 is 1.04 to the power 3. Then you can use your calculator. 600 times 1.04 times 1.04 to the power 3, which is cubed. What do you get? You get 674.92. Then this one is the amount. Let's subtract the what? Let's subtract the interest, the principal. So it will be 674 minus 0.92 minus 600 to get the interest. So you say minus 600, you get 74.9, which is 75. 74.9184, which is 75. Done. Then next, calculate the difference between the amounts of interest from two options. So this one is 75. Let's say that one was 72. So it's 75 minus 72. Minus 72, which is equals to $3. Done. Compound interest being more than the simple interest. Then question number 8, it is given that A is equals to what? You can see on your screen. Find the value of A when B is equals to 1.5, H is 0.8. Substitution, just substitute. So where there's A, we want A, so A is equals to H is 0.8, 12 plus B, it's 1.5 over 2. Just simplify. First simplify 12. To avoid errors, say 12 plus 1.5 first is 13.5. So it will be 0.8 times 13.5 over 2. Then in your calculator, say 13.5 times 0.8 first, then press the equal sign button. Then after that, say divided by 2. Then you get 5.4. Done. Next, express H in terms of A and B. Express H in terms of A and B. All right, H, in other words, you just have to make H subject of formula, right? So make H subject of formula. You say our thing is saying A is equals to H, then 12 plus B over 2. First thing, cross multiply by 2. Multiply by 2. It will be 2A, everything by 2. Then it will be H, then 12 plus B. Like this. So what you want is what? What you want is H, right? It's supposed to be H is equal to something. Then you divide by 12. 12 plus B, right? A divided by 12 plus B, both sides. 2A is equal to H. 12 plus B over 12 plus B, both sides. 12 plus B, then this side is 12 plus B. Then this one will cancel out, so you get your h is equals to is 2a over h plus 12 plus b. Done. So that's your value of h, 2 marks, 2 free marks actually. Then next b, in the diagram ABC is a triangle in which AB is 4 centimeters, BC, X, AC, 2X, AB, angle at B is 120. Then form an equation X, show that it reduces to that one. Right, this one is a non-right angle triangle. So to solve non-right angle triangle, either we use the sine rule or the cosine rule. And in this case, since you want to make an equation, then we can use the cos. Since B and C, the sides which makes up the angle, they are there, because a squared by cosine rule is a squared is equal to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos a. So B and C are 4 and x, then this one will be a on our formula. Take note, this one is the formula that works everywhere. A squared is equal to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos a. You just have to know this one, not all those other 8 formulas, 6 formulas. Just this one is enough. So you write it as, so it's a squared, which is 2x squared, 2x squared here is equals to b squared x squared plus 4 squared, right, is x and 4, minus 2bc, which means 4 times x, then cos 120 degrees, like this. Then 2x squared, this one it will be 4x squared, you share the power, then it will be x squared plus 16 minus 8x, then cos 120 degrees, like this. Then you can simplify. First, cos 120 on your calculator. Make sure your calculator is in degrees. Cos 120 is minus 0.5. So it will be 4x squared is equals x squared plus 16 minus 8x, then times minus 0.5 or minus half. Then you get 4x squared is equals to x squared plus 16. Then it will be minus minus plus. This one you get 4x here. 0.5 times 8 is 4x. Then it will be, you collect terms, it will be 4x squared minus x squared minus 4x minus 16 is equal to 0. There must be 0, we have to show here. Then after that, it will be 3x squared minus 4x minus 16 is equal to 0. Then shown. Done. Next, solve the equation, giving your answer correct to 3 significant figures. 5 marks. This one is actually the quadratic formula, right? So you write here, this one is your A. So you have to list A is equal to 3, B is equals to minus 4, and C is equals to minus 16. To avoid problem, just list the values, right? C is equals to minus 16, like this. Then by quadratic formula, in other words, this one is in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. That's the general form of a quadratic equation. Then from this, you can say x using our quadratic formula is minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So now let's substitute. B is 4, so it's minus minus 4 plus or minus square root of b squared is minus 4 squared. Then minus 4, our a, you put 3 where there's a. Then c, you put minus 16, like this. Then over 2 times a, 2 times 3. Then it's minus minus, it will become plus 4. Then plus or minus square root of minus 4 squared is 16. Then minus minus here, you get a plus. This minus and this minus, you get a plus here. So 4 by 3 by 16. 4 times 3 times 16. Don't stress yourself, your calculator, you have it. Don't think too much. 192 over 2 times 3 is 6. Then after that, it will be 4 plus or minus 192 plus 16, you get 208. So square root of 208 over 6. Then after that you write x is equals to, is 4 minus, you take the one with the minus, square root of 208 over 6, or x is equals to 4 plus square root of 208 over 6. Then you start with the minus 1. Right, when punching in your calculator, please, you can put this inside the brackets, this one. Put inside the brackets, even this one inside the brackets. But first thing, basically what is easy, just punch the numerator, then equal sign, you divide by the denominator. You say 4 minus square root of 208. Press equal sign first, right? Press equal sign first, then you say divided by 6, then it will be minus 1.73. Minus 1.7 to 3 significant figures. And how many? These are 3, yes. So minus 1.73. 7 for it to be 74 because it's 737. So 74, or x is equals to what? So it's minus 1.74, or the other one, you put a plus now. So it will be, you say 4 plus square root of 208 equal sign, then you say divided by 6, 3.07. So 3.07, done. Next, kokutsuna uchirova chikoro. Then next, question number 9. The pie chart represents the time t hours spent by 240 people on charity work. Then find the value of x. So this one is charity or charity pronunciation, yeah? X is here, it's an angle. We are given here there's 90, 120, and 90 degrees. So angles at a point, they add up to 360 degrees. So to find x, you say x is equals to, you say 360 minus, then you add 90 plus 120 plus 90. That's how you get x. Then these are angles at a point. Angles at a point add up to 360 degrees. So if you can say 90 plus 90 plus 120, then 300 from 360, what do you get? You get 60 degrees. So it's 60. Done. So x is 60 degrees. Put your units. Right, so it's 60 degrees. Then you'll be done. You are done. Then next, B. The following table shows the information contained in the pie chart. Find the value of P. So if you can see P here, frequency on 0 to 2 already given as 80. Right, so what you can do, you can check how did you get the 80 here. We are being told that here the total number of people here, there are 240. So for 0 to 2 is already 80. How can they get it? You say the ratio or proportion of angle subtended by the sectors at the center over total angles at a point 360, then times the number of people, right? So in this case, they said 120 over 360 degrees times 240. Then from this, I'm sure I can get 80 here. This one, 12, 1, 12, here 3 into 24 is 80. So you can get 80. Which means on all the other parts, you can just use what? The angle subtended, right? So let's calculate for the other classes. For example, we can use 0 to 2 to 4. 2 to 4, the angle is 90. So you say 90 over 360 times 240. Then what do you get here? 90 over 360, 90, 36, 9 into 36 is actually 40. It looks like it's 6. Let me just make sure here. Then times 24 is 6, yes. So it's 6. Then this one also applies to 6 to 8. So 6 to 8 is 6. Then this one, x is 60 over 360 times 240 people. This one is for what? It's for 4 t lines between 4 and 6, right? That's the one here. So this one, 6 into 36, it's 6. 6 into 24 is actually 40. So it's 40. So it's 40, this one. So it's 6, 6, and 40. 40 is 4 to 6. So it's 6, 6, and 40. 4 to 6. Then these ones are 6 and 6. Right. So if you can add, you must get 240. You must get 240. So 80. 80 plus 12 plus 132. Simplifying here. Oh, that one was 240, not 24. Right, 90 over 360 times the 240. 90 divided by 360. You get 0.25. Then 0.25 times 240. You get 60, not 6. So it's supposed to be 60, not 6 here. So this one is 60, this one is 60, not 6. So if you can say 80 plus 60 plus another 60 plus 40, yes, you get 240. So the total frequency must be 240 in this case. So this one is 60. This one is also, it will be 60 here. So 60 is 60. Then here it's 80. Then there's 40 here. Then done. Next. So P is 60. Q is 40. Then R is 60. Alright, done. Then next, calculate an estimate of the mean time spent on charity work. So what's the estimate of the mean time spent doing charity? First thing here, you have to calculate the midpoint on these top values on top here. On the classes, you calculate the midpoint here. Midpoint 0 to 2. You say 0 plus 2, 0 plus 2 over 2, then you get 1. So the midpoint here is 1. So let me write midpoint here. But let me just write here midpoint is 1 here. Then 2 to 4, we say 2 plus 4 over 2, that's midpoint. Then is 6 over 2 is 3, so the midpoint here is 3. Then here, midpoint 6 plus 4, 10 divided by 2 is 5. Here 6 plus 8 is 14, divided by 2 is 7. So you multiply. So now to find the mean, you multiply midpoint times the frequency over total frequency. So you write mean is equals to total of frequency times the value, or which is the midpoint, over total of frequency, which is equals, the first one is 1 times 80 plus the next one, it was 1 times 80, then that one is 360, 540, 360, 540, 360, 540, 760. Let me check. 760. Yes, then over total frequency 80, 60, 40, 60. 80, 60, 40, 60. 80, 60, 40, 60. It's supposed to give you 240 actually down here. You are supposed to get 240. Total number of people available. So you punch the numerator. 1 times 80 plus 3 times 60 plus 5 times 40 plus 7 times 60, 880. Then divide by 240. You get 3 point to 3 significant figures. It's 3.66666. So it's 3.67 like this. That's an estimate for the mean mark of the mean mark. Then next, two people chosen at random from the whole group. They find the probability that they both spend more than 4 hours doing charity work. Two people chosen at random from the whole group find the probability that they both spend more than 4 hours doing charity work. So look for those who spend more than 4 hours. So more than 4 hours is this one and this one. So it's 40 plus 60 over 240. So it's 40 plus 60, which is 100 over 240. That's the first one. Then the second one, they are still from the same class. So you subtract 1 there, it will be 99. It's without replacement. Then you subtract 1 there, it will be 239. Then if you can simplify, what do you get here? 100 times 100 divided by 240 times 99 divided by 239 is 0. To 3 significant figures, 0.173 like this. Or you can just leave it as a fraction. You say 100 over 240 times 100 over 240, but you have to put them in brackets, then times 99 over 239. As a fraction, it's 165 over 956. Till it makes sense. Right, next, draw a frequency polygon on the grid below to show the information in the table in B. Use a scale of 2 centimeters to 2 units on the x-axis and 2 centimeters to 10 units on the y-axis. Right, x-axis 2 centimeters to 2 units. It means one box, you say 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Then on the y-axis, you say 10, 20, 30, 40. Going that way. So it's 10, 10, 10. That's 2 centimeters to 10 units. Right, so you check here. If you want a frequency polygon, first you have to draw a histogram. Histogram, now check the class width. Are they equal or unequal? The first one, 0 and 2, there's 2, 2 and 4, there's 2, 4 and 6, there's 2, 6 and 8, there's 2. So this one is equal class width. So if it's equal class width, then you put frequency on the vertical axis. If it's an equal class width, for example, let's say, for example, class A 6 to 8, maybe it was 6 to 10. It means there will be a gap of 4 now. But 0 to 2, it will be 2 units, 2 difference of 2, but 6 to 10, it will be 4. So in that case, it means you have to calculate what is known as a frequency density. But in this case, no need, because it's equal class width. Use frequency on the vertical axis against time on the horizontal axis, then done. Right, so you come down here. So the vertical one is 0 to 2. A horizontal is 2, 4, 6 up to 8. Then the horizontal is up to 80. So you can say 10, 20, 30, 40, up to 80. No negative, no negative. All right, so you can let me reduce the size here. Right, I can start from this point. I can say 2, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Then vertical is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, then 80, like this. Then you come up here. Class of 0 to 2, what's the frequency? So the frequency 80, 60, 40. 0 to 2, 2 to 4. So it's 80, 60, and 40. 80, 60, and 40. So it's 80, 80 here, 0 to 2, to 2 here, then 60, then 40, then 60. Then to draw the frequency polygon now, you mark the midpoints. The midpoints like here, this one is the midpoint here. Then this one is the midpoint here. This is the midpoint, midpoint. Then you join the midpoints. That's the frequency polygon. You are done. 3 marks. Then next, the following is a table of values for the function f of x what? Find the value of p. P is when x is equals to 3. So you say p, it will be x, you put 3. So you say 3 cubed minus 4 times 3 squared plus 4. So you just punch in your calculator like this, exactly like this. That's how you punch in your calculator. So 3 cubed, putting the brackets, minus 4 bracket 3 squared plus 4. You get minus 5. Next, draw the graph of what? Now drawing the graph. This one is for you to draw now. Each man for himself. All right, let me go down here. Question number 11. A school's agriculture department intends to plant beans and peas in its 5-hectare field. Let X be the area in hectares required for beans and Y for peas. Write down an inequality in X and Y which satisfies this condition. So there's a limited factor. In this case is the hectares or the area that is supposed to be planted these beans and peas. So this school has 5 hectares, a 5-hectare field. So we can say the area that is going to be planted beans here plus the area to be planted peas must be less than or equal to the area available. That's the first inequality done. So the area, please take note, is X, the number of hectares for beans, and Y, the number of hectares for peas. Done. That's the first inequality. Then next, beans require 2 bags of fertilizers per hectare, while peas require 4 bags of fertilizers per hectare. The department has 16 bags of fertilizers for this project. Write down another inequality in X and Y and show that it reduces to that one. Right, what do you do? Beans require 2 bags per hectare. So how many hectares of beans are supposed to be planted here? Is X. So you say X times the number of bags of fertilizers. So the number of bags times bag times the number of hectares plus 4, that is for what? For peas, which is Y, must be less than or equal to 16. So the number of bags to be used on peas plus the number of bags to be used on beans must not exceed the number of bags available. Then on this one, you divide by 2 common factor. It will be X plus 2Y is less than or equal to 8. Then we're supposed to show that one. So shown. Next, the department wishes to plant at least 1 hectare of each crop. Write down 2 inequalities, one in X and other than y, we satisfy these conditions. So at least 1 hectare of each crop, which the number of hectares of peas must be greater than 1, of beans must be greater than 1, also greater than or equal to, sorry, at least means greater than or equal to. Then the other item, also the number of y must be greater than or equal to 1. So peas, hectares greater than or equal to 1, beans, hectares greater than or equal to 1. At least means greater than or equal to. So these are the two inequalities that you have to write. Next, answer this part on the question grid. Use scale of 2 centimeters to 2 units on both axes. The point xy represents x hectares and y hectares under beans, peas respectively. Show by drawing the inequalities, shading the unwanted regions. Right, so this one now, let me reduce the size. Scale 2 centimeters to 2 units. 2 centimeters to 2 units on both axes. Let me check here. 2 centimeters to 2 units on both axes. Right, so I can write 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So this one is 0. Then 2, 4, 6. Then on the vertical also is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Then just end the 12 here. I'm not being told I have to end at what value here. So this one is the x and the y. But you have to check y is what and x is what. Y is x is beans and y is peas. So you have to write x beans and y peas. Beans, say write x, then this one you write beans. You have to label your graph. Then y, you have to write here peas. Right, then after that you have to draw the graphs now. So let me start with these ones. This one you draw, on this one you draw the line. Let me change my color here. On this one you draw the line x is equals to 1. Then this one you draw the line y is equals to 1. Right, so let me draw the line x is equals to 1 and y is equals to 1. X is equals to 1 and y is equals to 1. X is equals to 1, you go away, there's x here. Then you draw, it's all equal to, so you draw a bold line. Right, it looks nice. Then you say x is equals to 1. You have to label your graphs actually. Then y is equals to 1. Where there's y here, it's supposed to be 50 box here. Then you label y is equals to 1. Then done. Next, we have other inequalities here. X plus y is equals to 5. So on this one, you draw x plus y is equals to 5. And x plus 2y is equals to 8. So x plus y is equals to 5. I have to write this down. X plus y is equals to 5. X plus y is equals to 5. Then we write also x plus 2y is equals to 8. X plus y is equals to 5. Let me go down to our graph. X plus y is equals to 5. Right. That one now, to draw x plus y is equals to 5, you say When x is 0, what is y? X0, y is 5. So you plot the point 0, 5. X0, y is 5. Y is 5. Then you plot the point here. Somewhere here. Then then y is 0. Then you put where there's y, you put 0, you get x5 also. Then you plot this point here. Then you draw a line. Is or equal to, so it's supposed to be a bold line. Like this. This one is a serious line. Let me draw a better one. Then you write x plus y is equal to 5. You have to label your lines, please. Then the last one, x plus 2y is equal to 8. X plus 2y is equal to 8. You say when x is 0, what is y? Is 4. X 0, y 4. Yeah. When y is 0, what is x? Is 8. Then you join. Right, so please, just wait. Draw all the lines first. What's the region, the area, it will be obvious. Like in this case, you can see that the region or the area is here. That's xy, that's the region which xy lies. Then you just start shading outside this region. So you start shading outside this region. That's what you do. Then on this line, you shade outside here. Then you shade outside here. That's the trick on inequalities. Don't just shade. You just first draw all the lines. Then after that, you start shading your graph. Right, like this. Done. So the region, you can see it, right? Done. Then right, you are on this one. This one, does it have a... Now I have to rub this one now because there's transformation down there. Let me just rub everything so that I can do transformation. Transformation. But I'm sure you've seen how you solve inequalities, right? So that's how you draw graphs of inequalities. That's how you draw graphs of inequalities. Then done. Right, this one is transformation. Triangle A is vertices. Let me... Triangle A is vertices. We have minus 2, 5, minus 2, 2, minus 2, 4. And triangle B is vertices 2, 3. Draw and label triangle A on the graph. So I have to draw my x-axis from, let me check here. I can say x is minus 5 there. I can use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still supposed to work. All right. Let me... Right, so on the x I can use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then also here minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, Then on the y, let me use the same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then down there, let me use the same minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 on the y. Then this one is the x-axis, this one the y-axis. You have to label your axis. Remember. Right, so triangle A is minus 5, 2, minus 2, 2, minus 5, 2, minus 2, 2, and the other one is minus 2, 4. Then I join my points. So that's triangle what? Triangle A. Then triangle B, 2, 3, 2, 0, 4, 0. 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 0, and 4, 0. Like this. Right, like this. So this one is triangle A, this one is triangle B. Triangle A, then triangle B. Like this. Right, these are 2 marks, free marks, eh? A triangle A, triangle B. Draw and label them. Then next, triangle C is the image of triangle B under an enlargement with center 2 minus 1 and scale factor minus 1.5. So center, let me write it here. Center 2 minus 1, scale factor is minus 1.5. That's the scale factor. Like this. Right, let me go up there. So first thing, you mark the center 2 minus 1. Mark the center 2 minus 1. 2 and minus 1 here. You mark it. So this one is triangle what? Triangle C is the image of triangle B, right? It's of B. So you enlarge triangle B, right? Center 2 minus 1. So what you do is, on triangle B, marking the center, then you join the furthest corresponding sides here. The furthest side here of the triangle pass with the center here, like this. Aha. So these are the lines which passes through the center from the furthest point of triangle B, right? Center 2 minus 1. Then in this case, want to draw enlargement or scale factor minus 1.5, right? So what you do, you come here, use the formula. Scale factor is equals to distance of the image from the center of enlargement over distance of the original point from the center of enlargement. In this case, our scale factor is minus 1.5, so it's minus 3 over 2 is equals to, first you start distance of this point here from the center, it's 1 box. So you say distance of image, we can call it x, over distance of that one, it's 1 box from the center. Then you cross multiply here, you get minus 3 over 2 is equals to x. So the other one is minus 1.5 boxes. So x is minus 1.5, right? So you move minus 1.5 boxes on this point. This point is 1 box here. Then the image is minus 1.5 boxes. So it's 1.5. So it will be, so you plot here. Right, I'm done with this one. Then next one, let me take this one, this furthest point. This one. Right, let me count boxes from the boxes up to the center. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes. 4 boxes. So here you say minus 3 over 2. Distance of image, actually you can call 1 over 4 boxes of that point. Then it will be minus 3 times 4 over 2 is equals to y. Then this one, it will be, if you can simplify here, it will be minus 6 is equals to y. So it will be 6 boxes from the center. So you count 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, somewhere here. Hey, it's serious. So it's somewhere here. Somewhere here, if I'm to count 6 boxes, then let me just remove these things. So I'm just showing you how you can do it, right? And otherwise, my diagram graph for this one is unfortunately is not good. I'm just using this one. Right, then so it will be somewhere here down here. Then after that, I'm now left with which one? So this one, I have to remove these things. I'm now left with this point here. So it's 1, 2 boxes to the center. So you write minus 3 over 2 is equals to, we can call z over 2 boxes. So if you can simplify, you get minus 3 is equals to z. So it's supposed to be 3 boxes from this line. So you say 1, 2, 3. So somewhere here, you mark. That's what you do. Then join your triangle now. So triangle, it will be this point. Right, that will be a triangle under enlargement, scale factor minus half. So that's triangle C. Like this, done. Right, next. Point minus 2, 2 is translated onto 0.62. Find the vector of translation. So this one you just add. So vector of translation, you say original point minus 2, 2 plus the image, the translation vector, 6 minus 2 is equals image point. Translated onto, we don't have the vector here. So if you don't have the vector, you say image point minus translation minus original point is equal to vector. So image point 6 minus 2 minus 2, 2 is equal to vector of translation, which is 8 minus 4, right? Because if you can say original point plus translation vector is equals image point, right? So you can just use that formula, substitute whatever is relevant there. Next, triangle D is the image of triangle A under a transformation represented by the matrix, that one. Then find the coordinates of the vertices of triangle D. Right, this one basically is actually a shear in the y direction because the factor is down here. It's a shear in the y direction with the y-axis invariant with shear factor minus 2, right? Shear in the y direction, y-axis will be the invariant line on shear, then shear factor minus 2. But what you can do to avoid problems or trouble, you just multiply it, find the image coordinates. You just multiply this matrix times each of the points of the triangle. I will never get it wrong. So it's triangle A. Triangle A is, what are the coordinates of triangle A here? Triangle A is triangle A is minus 5, 2. Let me write them down. Minus 5, 2. Then minus 2, 2. Then minus 2 and 4. Right, so I start with minus 5, 2. Minus 5, 2 here. So I say minus 5 and 2 to get the image of D. So this one is minus 5, minus 5, minus 5. So it will be 1 times minus 5 plus 0 times 2. Then the next row, the way you solve my matrices, minus 2 times minus 5 plus 1 times 2. Then what will be the coordinates here? Is minus 5 plus 0 over 10 plus 2, which will be minus 5, 12. So rectangle, the first one is minus 5, 12. Then the next one, same matrix, you apply the same matrix, then 1 times the other point is minus 2, 2. Minus 2, 2, yeah? So you say 1 times minus 2 plus 0 times 2. Then you say minus 2 times minus 2 plus 1 times 2. Then simplifying, you get minus 2 plus 0 over 4 plus 2. Then it will be minus 2, 6. So it's minus 2, 6. That's the other one. Then the last one, same matrix. 1 minus 2, 0, 1. So you apply this matrix with all the points. The last point is minus 2, 4. Like this, it will be 1 times minus 2 plus 0 times 4. Then minus 2 times minus 2 plus 1 times 4. Which is equals to 1 times minus 2 is minus 2 plus 4 times 0 is 0. Then minus 2 times minus 2, 2 plus 1 times 4 is 4. Then this one we get minus 2, 6. So it's minus 2. Then we are done. So these are the image coordinates of this one. Oh, there's still one more to go. One more question. Describe fully the single transformation that maps triangle A onto triangle B. A onto B, go up here, where there are triangles here. So you have A and B, right? So first thing, you look at direct size. Size is still the same. Size is still the same. So it can either be translation, reflection, or rotation. That's where size will be the same. Then 2, you look at the position. Has it changed? Yes, it has changed. Then direction now. Direction now. If direction is the same, it's a translation. But in this case, direction has changed. So this one is no longer a translation. It can either be reflection or rotation, right? Then if it's a reflection, the shape must face each other, right? Then in this case, not facing each other. So it's no longer a reflection, which means this one is called a rotation. Right? Rotation, then you check any one point. Like in this case, for example, you can check this point. So it's A onto B. You can check this point, for example. This point is now this point. So this point is intended. Like it was on the north. Now it's on the west. On this one is east, sorry. It's east. So if it was on the north, now it's on the east, the same point. So if it was on the north, it's 90 degrees. North to east is 90 degrees. So it's rotation, 90 degrees. This one is clockwise, right? Rotation 90 degrees clockwise. Then you also have to state the center of rotation. Center of rotation, right? But in this case, rotation 90 degrees clockwise. Let me state it like that. Rotation 90 degrees clockwise. Rotation 90 degrees clockwise. Then you have to state the center of rotation. Center is found by joining any two corresponding points, then you bisect. Right? So please like the video, share the video, subscribe, and subscribe. Wish you the best. Say Mangeya, the Maths Ego. Thank you.